I'm gonna tell you right now, metformin changed my life. Hello y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Taisha here for those of you who are new. So I'm wearing, like, you'll see me in the same outfit because I'm kind of like, I'm recording all this in one sitting, but I broke it down into different parts so it's not like a stupid long video. I'm trying to like value your time and mine. So yeah, that's how we're doing it. It also gives me the opportunity to kind of like make these things succinct. But anyways, so this is another PCOS journey. I guess we'll say a part to whatever. I guess we'll call it a series, whatever. But we're talking PCOS again on this video. And this is the last video. I left off with letting you know that I found me a new doctor and she started me on metformin. And if you are familiar with PCOS and or you have tried metformin or have taken metformin, you already know that it's a doozy, whether you took it for PCOS, diabetes, or whatever. It's a journey. It's a journey. But for me, it definitely changed my life. It helped me a ton. Everybody doesn't have the same story, but I can't say it has been completely easy either. All right, so I'm going to tell you about my first few months on metformin, and then in another video I'm going to tell you about my second portion of being on metformin and what that looked like, and then I'm going to tell you where I am now with metformin. All right, so when I was first prescribed metformin, I was told to start taking one for a week and then I would take two. So I started taking two for the first 3 months. I think it was for the first 3 months. So from October 2021 to December 2021, I was taking two metformins, a total of 1,000 milligrams. And I think at first I was taking them with different meals throughout the day, but then I was told that I needed to take them all at one time. So there's that. But when I was prescribed this medication, doc was like, I call her doc, but doc was like very specific about me not eating any sugar, like 0 sugar, and basically no carbs, or 5 net carbs in a day. And for me, that was not gonna be easy at all. And I struggled, your girl struggled. But basically it was like a keto diet. And I needed to drink like a ton of water in a day, like more than I usually drink. And what else? Oh, and I had to exercise. I needed to exercise. I thought it was 30 minutes minimum, like 3 to 4 times a week. And I think it's supposed to be like 45, but I started at 30 because I had not worked out in forever and I just didn't see that happening. So those were doctor's orders, right? Okay. Now October looked a little different from my other months. October through December looked a little different from my other months because the other thing I had going on was a weight loss challenge with family. So I was pretty determined because there was a lot of money in the pot, right? And I was like, okay, I have these meds, it's gonna help me regulate things, my metabolism is gonna get back to where it needs to be, and I'm gonna drop this weight, I'm gonna win this money. So I worked out more than I usually would. I would do 30 minutes and then do like 4 times or 3. It was given like 3 times a week, right? So that's what that looked like starting in October. So weight or activity wise, I was doing pretty good. I was just doing cardio. I found a machine in the gym that works for me. I personally can't really do treadmills or like take a lot of walks or long ones all the time because my knees are trash. Usually when I walk on concrete or something, my knees are aching the next day and my lower back is fucked up or messed up. Excuse me. So I just did a machine in the gym. I didn't really lift any weights yet because I was just really trying to get into, like, I was really trying to commit to going and showing up to the gym and that's why I just did my 30 minutes, because in my mind I made it here, I did 30 minutes, I can go. And it was just like a slow, it was like a crawl at the time. I was really crawling. So exercise wise, it wasn't like picking up much, but I was at least moving. And food wise, I got a little drastic in that first month, because she's like, no sugar. And of course we had a ton of sugar in our house, and a ton of carbs and bread for days and bagels and all the things that I can no longer have. And my issue is, if I see it, I'm gonna eat it, especially if it's in this house. And if I gotta sit here and I'm hungry and I don't feel like making something, I'm gonna make something with some sugar and some bread. So I threw everything in the trash. The jelly went, sugar gone, bread trashed, the syrup, ice cream syrup trashed, honey trashed, any of the things. All those, like, in my mind, if we're gonna, because what I was trying to do was ease my way into it, right? So the idea was, all right, we're gonna finish out these groceries, and then we won't buy any more, which we were kind of doing, but it just wasn't happening. Like, I needed the change to happen like right now. So I threw everything out. So I pulled the trash can in the kitchen and just started tossing stuff. I'm sorry, I got to stop cussing. But I just started tossing stuff in the trash can. That's how it went. My husband was looking at me like, okay, all right. Okay. But for me, that's what I had to do. Like, I had to disconnect from it, and we had to refrain from purchasing it at the store when we went grocery shopping. And we had to have a conversation about what our meals would be and what they would look like, because this is what I need to do for my body to get back right. Because we cannot have another episode like we had in the bathroom. And if you want to know what happened in the bathroom, go watch my last video on my PCOS journey. All right, so yeah, I trashed everything, and I had to get used to it. But I mean, it is what it is. But I did lose a lot of weight. That first couple weeks, it was like 5 pounds in a week, 5 pounds or more in a week. Like, it fell off. It was falling off. And I was like, okay, I did this. I was motivated. Then I was like, okay, I can see it. And I was doing pretty good in the weight loss challenge, right? Staying in the top like 5. So I was like, okay, I got this. So November came, and I started to pick up. I started to build my endurance, I guess, in the gym on the machine I was using. I've been using like a cross ramp. It's easier on my back. So, well, maybe not easier, but it's better than me walking on the treadmill. It feels better on my knees. So I was doing my 30 minutes, and I was like speeding up. I was going super hard, and it was working. Like, I was dropping weight. Food wise, I was getting a little bit better. I was still, like, the days I would make it to the gym, though, they started to slow down a little bit. But the only reason why I continued to go was because, of course, we had this weight loss challenge, and I wanted to win some money. Like, if don't nothing else motivate anybody, I bet you somebody will. So I was going, like, I was making it just barely. And at the time, I think I was trying to go in the evening because it was just easier for me to do. I wasn't waking up early, and I was dropping weight. And then December came, and I was fine because I had a routine, because we were in school. I was waking up at a certain time and everything. But then the weight loss challenge ended mid-December, but that is also when we got out for Christmas break until the new year. And I literally just let everything die. Like, it slowed all the way down between November and December. Not to mention, in November it was Thanksgiving, and all these things happened in that school with the food and people like buying lunches and stuff. My battle with the food was the hardest, and I ain't gonna lie, it still is, and I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But it was like the worst, and December didn't make it any easier because we were going to Christmas parties and events, and then we hosted Christmas brunch for my family, which was a lot of grits and a lot of stuff that I just do not need. So my weight loss slowed down. And I actually pulled up the progress that I made. Let me go find it. Did I put it in here? Yes, I did. So in October, I lost a total of 13 pounds in that month, which to me is big. But it did start to slow down towards the end of the month, right? Because the first week it was legit like 10 pounds, and then after that it was like 2 and 1. But to me, that just goes to show that I really wasn't eating right, and I was still like figuring it out. And then November hit, and I started fluctuating. So either I wouldn't go down or I wasn't going down a lot. So I ultimately only lost 2 pounds, which, as you can tell, from 13 to 2 pounds is not good. So I was like, okay, I gotta tighten up. I'm not doing enough, or I'm doing too much eating. Like, it's not working. And then in December, just the first 2 weeks, because I still lost my weight, but the first 2 weeks I started getting back in the game, and it was like 6.6 pounds that I lost in December. But it was still, for me, a win, because I'm gonna calculate. That was like almost 22 pounds off my body. And I started noticing the difference. Like, I could breathe better. I could breathe better. I felt better. I was moving and shaking. My clothes were fitting nicely on me. And it was like, okay, girl, you got this. You're in a good place. And I was totally okay with the weight I was at. Like, the number doesn't really bother me. I just really wanted to feel better. And I started feeling better. I was at like 80%. It was great. And then because I was still like not necessarily as consistent, but because I went to the gym and was going, like, I felt good, right? But then Christmas break hit, it got cold outside. And then things hit the fan. Things hit the fan, okay? It was not good. I stopped working out. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I stopped working out mostly after the weight loss challenge ended halfway through December. And then after that, I hit like 2, 3, maybe 4 months of just wilding out at every turn. So the next video and another video, I'm going to tell you about those next few months and what that looked like for me on Metformin with my weight loss and my food choices. And yeah, it's possible. Oh wait, let me tell you before I forget. Everybody talks about, because I was about to close out this video, but I'm gonna tell you this part of it, and I forgot to write it. Can't believe that. But the first couple months, if you think for a second that you're gonna eat the bull crap that you're used to eating, you are in for a rude awakening. When Doc said no carbs and no sugar, that's what she meant. So I did not like fully like tap in. So the fast food made me tremendously sick. Eating too many carbs, too much BS. I was literally, diarrhea was insane. Stomach tore up. And I think also I tried McDonald's. I was still craving some things. So I was craving a strawberry cream pie from McDonald's. I don't even eat McDonald's like that. Haven't had McDonald's like that in years. And I was like, I need a strawberry cream pie. Went and bought a strawberry cream pie. Ate a couple of them. The next day, after breakfast, puked it all up. Vomited. When I tell you, being on that metformin at the beginning it's a adjustment, and it's more so just adjusting like your thought process around eating fast food, eating out, and things like that, because the reality is that you just can't do that anymore, not on metformin. So I had to make sure I added that to the end just to keep that in mind. I can't believe I forgot about that part. That's the biggest part. But I got over that pretty quickly. After a couple weeks, I was fine. But yeah, my first 3 months on metformin it was literally an adjustment all the way around, from the food to the exercising and all the things. But I'm gonna tell you in the next metformin video what the next month looked like and how my weight loss kind of paused and all those things. But before you go, please make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, and I'll see you on the next video. She wanna know me, I stay low key, all gas, no break.